Hey guys, hope you're doing well. As we all know by now, throughout their PR journey, every aspiring immigrant always initially considers moving to Ontario and more specifically Toronto because of the myth that there are excellent job opportunities and future prospects there. Although true to some extent, there's also huge job competition and the rent rates, house prices, and general cost of living are extremely high because of everyone flocking down to Toronto. However, what you don't know is that there are many cities around Toronto with much more affordable homes and thousands of job opportunities along with similar standard of living conditions. So if you're thinking about getting your PR or if you've just received your COPR and you're thinking about which city you should move to after landing in Canada, then this video is definitely for you. I'm going to tell you about 5 cities which will save you hundreds of dollars each month in rent and other daily expenses, along with having the best job and study opportunities for you and your family. I'll also be listing the distance from Toronto, the jobs available, property rates, and different factors that you would probably take into account while moving to any new city in Canada. So do watch the video till the end. Hey guys, this is Jason from Dream Canada. If you're new to the channel, I show people how to save their money and immigrate to new countries through my videos without the help of any immigration consultants or agents or lawyers. You can find all process instructions for you to apply on your own through this channel. Subscribe now because all the information provided here is completely free and I answer all your queries in the comments section and on my social handles on Instagram and Twitter, so don't forget to follow us there as well. To begin with, I'm going to tell you about the factors I've taken into consideration which you will too before deciding on moving to a new Canadian city. The first one is what is the average price of the houses selling there, the property taxes involved, thirdly the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment, followed by what the city itself offers you with regard to job opportunities, neighborhood, public transportation, different things within the city, and the fifth one is how far it is from Toronto and how much time it requires to commute from that particular city to Toronto if you actually have to come to Toronto for your job every day or meet your relatives or friends. The prices of houses mentioned in this video are for freehold detached houses that are at least 1200 square feet with at least 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, which is a decent sized house for a young couple or a family to start their new life in Canada. So the first city featured here is Oshawa, which isn't too far away from Toronto, but the house prices are still much more affordable. The average house prices in Oshawa are around $750,000, which is roughly around $200,000 cheaper than houses available in Toronto. But if you're actually in the market to buy a house, you'll find many homes within $500,000 as well. The property tax is at around 1.28% in Oshawa, and the average rent on the other hand is around $1,500 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Also, Oshawa is just a half an hour drive away from Toronto, and you even have the excellent public transport network with buses, subway trains and the GO train, so it's really easy to travel to downtown Toronto if you work there or if you're looking for a job over there. And if you like nature and sightseeing, there are a lot of parks, trails and wildlife reserves that you can enjoy with your family or friends. There's even the Oshawa Zoo and Fun Farm where you can spend your day off with the family. The neighborhoods in Oshawa are also quiet and safe. In terms of jobs, although the city doesn't have a big IT or related tech infrastructure, Toronto again is just 30 to 45 minutes away if you're working in those fields. Regarding positions that are easily available in Oshawa, the service industry and customer service job positions are more easily available, and also retail positions such as sales associates, cashiers, store managers, inventory workers, warehouse jobs, restaurant positions, and also bank employees. That makes Oshawa one of the sought after cities around Toronto. The second city would be Hamilton. The city of Hamilton is around 50 minutes away from downtown Toronto, and it also has great public transportation services including the GO train and buses. On top of that, the city is also well connected with all the major highways like the QEW, 401 and the 403, so it's really easy to drive to Toronto each day. The average house prices in Hamilton are around $650,000, which is roughly around $300,000 lesser than any house in Toronto or the GTA area. Realistically, you'll even find good houses in less than $450,000. Although most houses are in the old Hamilton region, that's a hidden advantage because they are all fully renovated, so you'll get more value for money properties with modern interiors and with bigger plots compared to other regions. The property tax in Hamilton is around 1.18% and the average rent is around $1,700 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Hamilton too doesn't have a big IT or related tech infrastructure, but it offers a lot of opportunities for occupations in manufacturing, transportation, finance, trade positions, and occupations in the public health sector. On top of that, Hamilton is less than an hour away from the world-renowned Niagara Falls, so you can literally hop, skip and jump to Niagara Falls on every free weekend that you get. The next city that can't miss this list is Kitchener. Kitchener is about an hour and 15 minutes away from Toronto, and it offers a perfect work-life balance as you'll find everything you need here with regards to employment and recreation. You'll always have buses, GO Train, Greyhound and carpool options to commute to Toronto if you think about working there. But huge tech companies like Google, BlackBerry, Deloitte and insurance companies like Sun Life and Manulife are based in Kitchener. A lot of companies are actually shifting base from Toronto to Kitchener because of the low rent and overhead costs in Kitchener. Even Amazon has set up 2 delivery stations in Kitchener, and that brings in a lot of job opportunities right from delivery agents to business development, warehouse managers, logistics, e-commerce, admin, purchase managers, human resources, advertising, marketing, software development and customer service agents as well. Moving to all the tech companies in Kitchener, IT and tech jobs are always available along with jobs in education, insurance, banking and financial planning as well. With regards to accommodation, the average prices of houses in Kitchener are around $750,000, but when you're actually looking for options, you'll find many houses listed below $500,000, which is again a huge bargain compared to Toronto. The average prices for houses in Kitchener has seen a steady increase over the past year due to the constant strong demand because of all the jobs available in Kitchener. The property tax in Kitchener is low at around 1.09%, and the average rent is around $1,600 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Apart from great jobs, the city even offers you the University of Waterloo, which is well known for its education programs. Overall, the city of Kitchener is a much better pick compared to Toronto if you ask me, as you get excellent job opportunities along with the low rent, low cost of living and great value for money real estate prices as well. The next city on the list is Guelph, which is a great city to raise a family. On top of that, it's well connected to Toronto as well. It's about an hour away from Toronto and they have the GO Train, buses and even Greyhound connectivity, so there are a lot of options to travel to Toronto and other cities from Guelph. If you still find an hour too much or too expensive to travel from Guelph to Toronto alone, a lot of people opt for carpooling every day from Guelph to Toronto and vice versa. The cost of living of the city is way cheaper than living in Toronto, so that makes the commute worth considering. Even if you don't want to travel to Toronto for a job, the city of Guelph itself offers you a diverse job market to explore with many vacancies in tech and IT, banking, manufacturing, teaching, insurance, retail jobs, etc. So there are a lot of job opportunities for a wide variety of job sectors in Guelph. There's also the University of Guelph, which offers 90 majors in areas as diverse as social and applied human sciences, physical and engineering science, and even business and economics. The average prices of houses in Guelph are around $750,000, but when you're actually looking for options, you'll find many houses listed as low as $500,000 to $550,000, which is a huge bargain compared to Toronto again. The property tax in Guelph is low at around 1.12%, and the average rent is around $1,700 for a 2-bedroom apartment. The city also offers a lot of options to vegan buyers when it comes to grocery stores, coffee shops, and even restaurants. The next city that makes the list is Cambridge. It's located right on Highway 401 and is well connected to Toronto, which is just an hour away, and it's 45 minutes from Mississauga. Not only that, Cambridge is almost equidistant to Hamilton and Guelph, and that's partly why house prices have gone up there. The average price of a house in Cambridge is around $700,000, but when you're actually looking for options, you'll find many houses listed below $500,000. The property tax in Cambridge is around 1.17%, and the average rent is around $1,800 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Talking about employment, Cambridge does have job opportunities in different sectors, but most of the jobs available are more in manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and auto tech jobs, as there's a huge Toyota plant there. On top of that, there's also a new Amazon fulfillment center in Cambridge that has further contributed to a lot of jobs there. So these are my favorite affordable options around the city of Toronto, where the cost of living and buying a house won't burn a hole in your pocket, and you'll find a decent number of jobs available as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, do hit the like button and do remember to subscribe for regular updates on immigration. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. I wish you guys the best of luck for your application and hope you guys have a great day.